Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming this evening. First, I just want to thank my family for being here. You do not run a campaign if your significant other doesn't support you. Okay, so I want to give a lot of credit to my wife and my kids because. Campaigns, well, they're fun, but they're a lot of work. And I'll get back on track here, okay? Sorry, just an emotional moment there. I truly appreciate all the help, the support. Hopefully I don't do this when I get elected. And I'm in city council, chamber. Hopefully I can pull it together a little more than this here. Anyways. So, as you know, I've been door knocking for several months now, hitting thousands a door, and the message is clear. Calgarians really want the city to get back to focusing on municipal issues again, and that's what people are telling me. You know, there's just so much distrust in how the city spends money and the accountability behind it. You know, when I go door after door, people ask me, well, how can my property taxes go up 5 to 10% or whatever they did, and nothing seems to improve whatsoever. Roads aren't better. There's not enough police. Seaton, needs 3 fire halls and it only has 1 because there's 5 communities around Seaton now. The list goes on, and people are wondering, well, where is my money going? How can I just keep paying more for nothing? And it's not that I don't think, I'm not allergic to taxes if I feel that I'm getting a value for it. In construction, when I manage projects, I don't mind spending money because you're getting something for it and you can see the value. And I think that's the key, is Calgarians want to see things improve. Make something improve with the money that I'm paying. And I think that's a major message. Essentially, what we need to do is we need to get conservatives elected to city council. Why is that? Because it's conservative values that make life better. It's accountability. It's better governance. It's spending money properly so you don't have to keep raising taxes. I mean, those are conservative values, and that's what that means. So because it is time for a change, and this is what people are saying at the doors, here's my promise to you. Okay, I'm going to fight, obviously, for tax relief and fiscal responsibility. This is by stopping the endless tax hikes and forcing the city to account for every dollar. I love the idea that Keener had, zero-based budgeting. It makes tremendous sense, and it forces the different departments of the city of Calgary to tell us what they need to spend the year before, opposed to if they've got, say, $10 million left in their budget, they just blow it so then they don't lose it the next year. So there's a lot of wasted money in the way that they spend money right now. A lot of corporations do it that way also. Next is I'll stand for safe communities. I'll support more frontline police to make safety and security the top priority in Calgary. So at the doors, affordability is number 1 that gets brought up to me. Safety is number 2. A lot of people feel a lot less safe 4 years after the last election than they did 4 years ago.
All right, everyone. So in about 9 minutes here, we're going to get started with tremendous trivia at the banquet.
Okay, well, tremendous trivia.
This is my first solo show, so hopefully everything goes smoothly. If there's
we're going to edit this out, okay?
like that's why. But if you are in the door and haven't talked to me, want to play some trivia with us tonight, your chance to win some great prizes from the banquet. Don't talk to me, I'll find you.
Yeah.
Vote for Mike.
Yeah. I like Mike. All right, getting back. So my third promise is I'm going to advocate to repeal the blanket rezoning. Communities, let's repeal that, okay? So communities need to be in charge of their own development, and they need to have a voice. And the blanket rezoning completely takes away the voice of communities, and I don't agree with that. And then last is just bring accountability back to City Council. And I'll do this by actually returning your phone calls, by holding meetings, and really ensuring that your voice is heard before any major votes happen. That's very important, okay? This election is about getting City Hall back to the basics. Affordability, safety, accountability, that's the conservative direction that Calgary needs. But to win, I need your help. Keener needs your help, okay? Campaigns like this are powered by, not only by your time, your energy, but yes, also donations. Every dollar tonight goes towards signs, literature, boots on the ground, and really reaching more voters. We got 20 days left here. A week, basically a week to the early, advanced polls. There's not a lot of time left here. So this is the final push. Together, we can send a message on October 20th with Ward 12, that Ward 12 is ready for a change. Okay? Ready for accountability and ready for the leadership that taxpayers deserve. Thank you so much for your support. Let's finish strong and let's win together.